Good day, everyone. I hope everybody is well. In this video, I'm going to discuss and demonstrate how to use Microsoft Mail Merge. So to start with and to make this video shorter, I will be using a template from Canva. So right now I have searched a template uh, for certificate, and then for this demo, I'll be using this one. And then in the customized template, we need to select this one. So we will be using this format, and then we will select paper size. So A5 is half page, A4 is full page. So click on custom template so you can start editing. But for this video, I already picked a design. So we will be using this one. So to prepare, I will be duplicating this one to preserve the original design, and then I will be removing the unnecessary objects in this document so that I can use a standard template for the certificate. So, so, I will be downloading this. I'll be downloading this template by going to share icon here and then download. And then I will be selecting PNG, and then for the size, I'll make it bigger. So, like for example, 2, and then download. Then let's wait for the download to finish. And this is our template now, this one. So we will upload this or insert this template in Microsoft Word. So run WinWord, then new document, and then we will format the document first by going to layout and orientation landscape. So if we zoom out, we will be selecting a specific file size, paper size, let's say for example A4, so we can fit the template to this document. And then we will set the margin. So this is 2.5 inch. This is in cm, but this is no, sorry, this is 2.5 cm, which equivalent to 1 inch. So I will be reducing this to half inch. So let's say for example, zero point 0.5. Yeah. Then the symbol for inch is double quote, 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch, then 0.5 inch. Then click OK. Then we will be inserting the picture that we downloaded earlier. This one. Okay, so this is the template now. We can put it on the center. So we can go to home, and then by selecting this one, make sure this is in line with text, and then select center like that. So after this, we will be adding the necessary text for the certificate. So let's say for example, we will add a text box, that, and then I have already prepared a text for this certificate. Uh, so let's say for example, this one, and we will set font style to Umbria, then 12. Then we'll set it to center. Save this. Then we will remove uh, the outline for this text box. So outline is this one, and then background with no fill. So it will blend with the background. And then we will add another text box for the name, or text box for the name. The same, we will remove the fill and the outline. And then let's put temporary text in this field. And then we will put it on the center. And then make it bigger. And then we'll pick font style. Say, for example, this one. And then to prepare for the mail merge, um, we need to define a list of uh, data or list of names. For example, in this certificate, we require name and other details, like for example, number of hours and gender reference of the person. So what we'll do is we will open Microsoft Excel. So in here, I've already prepared a set of data that we will be needing for the certificate. So how are we gonna get the gender reference for these people? So what are we gonna do? We'll add another column, which is the, for example, we will uh, um, refer this as reference, and then um, we will make a formula that if the gender is male, it will return his, and if not, then it will return the word her. So let's use if condition, and then followed by open parentheses. Then it will ask us for the logical test. So the logical test will be if this cell is contains value which is male. So in formula, you have to enclose string or text inside double quotes, and then that is our logical test. We will insert a comma to proceed with the next parameter. So what is he gonna do, or what is it gonna do after determining whether the condition is true or false? So in this parameter, we need to return the true value, which is his. Then if not, we will return the false value, which is her. And then close parentheses and enter. So as you can see, so the gender reference is his because the gender is male. So we will just copy this formula to the rest of the list. So what I did was to use the autofill function or feature by double clicking in this little uh, box in the right corner, lower right corner of the active cell. And then the next one is the number of hours. Number of hours. And then let's say, for example, we will just, let's say, for example, they don't have the same number of hours. So we'll just randomly assign hours of participated hours. Let's say, for example, from 20 to 30 hours. Uh, and then copy using autofill. So let's say, for example, that is the number of hours that they have participated in the training. So we'll just copy this. And then, since this is a formula, we have to copy this and then paste it as values. So we'll look for the values, this one, paste it as values. So it will be pasted as the actual value, not the formula. The same one, the same with this. Or actually, we don't need to do that because it will work even if it's a formula. It will work in mail merge. So what we're gonna do is we have to save this, save, and then I've already prepared a folder here, mail merge, and then we'll just name it as certificate source underscore certificate. So there's no significance with the underscore. I just want it to be like that, and then save. Then after that, we will save this document to. So you cannot do mail merge without saving the document and the source. So we'll have this, then certificate of appreciation, save. Then what we're gonna do is we will start the mailing setup. So in Microsoft Word, you go to mailings, and then under the mailings, you select recipients, this one. And then there are three options. There is type a new list, use an existing one, and choose from Outlook contacts. So in this case, we will use an existing list because we have already defined one. And then we'll just look for the file, which is stored in my desktop, and then activities, mail merge, and then select this one, open. Okay, so we need to close the actual file after saving. We need to close this so that Microsoft Word can open it. So, okay, and then we will select the sheet that contains the data, and then define if the first row on data contains the header. So our first row is our header, so we'll check this one. Okay. Then after that, after defining a recipient list, we can now insert fields. So it depends on the format, but normally in certificates, first name should go first, like that, and then space. Let's insert a space, and then followed by a middle initial, and then space, followed by the last name. Okay, so as you can see, uh, it's big enough to fit in the text box. So that's how it is now after inserting the fields. And then in this area, I need to insert the number of hours. So number of hours, we will just select this to automatically replace the text. So let's find the number of hours. And then the gender reference. So insert reference, like that. So after this, when we preview the results, we can see that the names and uh, oops, okay, the names and the corresponding data will automatically uh, match with a record. So when you go back to mailings, there is a record reference here. So when you go to the next record, it will automatically change, and also the number of hours and the gender reference, this one. So if we try to look for uh, this one, a female, no, the 21 hours and her. So this way, um, we 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 can be sure that uh, there is minimal or no errors at all, no, when printing our certificates. Then, say for example, we will insert the name of the trainer. Let's say for example, let's insert the name of the trainer by inserting a new text box, or you can use uh, word art. Let's just use text box here. Like that. Like for example, the trainer is Juan de la Cruz. Then let's put it to the center, like that. And then make this to Cambria and bigger, like that. Or if there is, if for signature you need to capitalize the text, so we need to change it to uppercase, like that. Then uh, trainer. So we'll just have to change the format, paragraph formatting, so we can fit the text here. And then we will remove the fill and remove the outline. So this is where the trainer will sign. And then you can now print this one using the mail merge field, mail merge ribbon. We can print documents or edit individual documents. So if we print this one, we need to define the record number. Okay, the record number. So where to get the record number? You can just scroll for the names or look for the names that you want to print out. Or if you want to print all, you can always do by using the all records. If you want to be specific, you just get the number or the result number by going to the recipient list, this one. And then you can see that if you want Queen Oliver, the record for Queen Oliver, you just get the reference number 12. So just get the 12, then let's say for example go back to 1, that's Barry Allen, then 12, like that. Okay, so if you print this and then all documents, all records, okay, let's select printer. Let's say I'll print this to PDF and then print, and I'll save it to the desktop, activities, mail merge, and then certificates. Save. So right now the printer is printing the file, and then we will just wait for it to finish. So right now I cannot show you. I'm using a laptop and I don't have a printer installed in this laptop, so I'm using a PDF printer to output our results. And then what's good in printing it to PDF is when you bring it outside for printing. For example, you don't have a printer at home, and then you need to print it outside. Whenever your document is printed in PDF, the font styles won't change when it reach to another computer, or when you open it to another computer, because if the font that you are using is not installed in the computer where uh, you want it printed, the system will automatically change the font style, so your design will be distorted. So in order for you to avoid hassle, you have to make sure to print it to PDF before sending it to another system, another computer for printing. Unless you have your own printer, you can just directly print it to the printer. So to get the maximum outcome or the desired outcome. So let's say for example, I need uh, to edit the oops. I need to edit the template. I need to highlight the title of the training and the application like that. I can always do it and then reprint it all over again and then replace this one. Then when we check this, this will be updated. So in just one click, no, in just one click, I just created a uh 20 certificates. No, I just printed a 20 certificate document or PDF. So when you send this to a computer with a printer, you will be assured that this text won't change because it's already a PDF file. It's considered as a printed document already. So that's it for mail merge. I hope you uh, learned something from this video. And if you have questions, feel free to ask by commenting it uh, under this video or this post. Thank you and good day.